industrial building next to it though.
Pigs were in there.
Okay.
That was a pig barn.
Now, did they have during that time, and then had they built the other barn for the dairy and
Built the cattle barn first.
Okay. And then was there an arena there, or was it? Did the pigs have their own, or do you remember?
I don't remember where we showed.
Okay.
Yes, I do too. We showed out in front of the grandstand.
Okay.
In that area out there. I guess there was no grandstand, but we showed in that area.
Okay. And that's where you showed your cows, and how about
And
pigs?
the pigs had the arena right in that barn up there
Okay.
in front of.
Okay. And so when you started, your first year, was that at the 4-H center we have now?
Yeah.
Okay. And where did they have the chickens? Where did they?
Well, the chickens and the hogs and the sheep were all in what's now the industrial barn.
Okay.
And well, the rabbits too.
Right.
But they had that barn, and then they had the cattle barn.
Okay.
But the rest of them were our show ring, or our show was in a tent.
Okay.
And with a row of folding chairs around the outside. But it was always very interesting.
So what do you remember about that first year of showing your chickens? I mean, and was the fair then 5 days or 6 days or whatever?
Yeah, it was only, I think, about 3 maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. It wasn't as long as
Right.
it is now.
Right. So when you started as a 4-H member, had the fair moved from Scott School, or was it still?
It had already moved to the where present location.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then what do you remember about being there? And
I can remember the dairy and beef was all down in the present livestock barn down there.
okay.
And where the project that I take care of today is poultry, and that was those two buildings, both that building and the present day swine, were horses. So everything was in the front.
Okay.
And then all the exhibits, the 4-H, what is now in our present day buildings, other buildings was all in the old wooden building.
Okay.
And then the what is now I think the industrial building, the open area, that was all the other livestock.
Okay. Okay.
And poultry was back in the far southeast corner of the building, along with the rabbits.
Okay. All right. Now, when you guys, I know I've talked to other folks. At that time, when you started the show, was there a show barn?
No, there was no show barn.
Okay. So what did they? So where did you guys show?
The arena, well, in today's terms, it's where the llamas are. There was a show ring inside the industrial building, and then all of our livestock was situated around that show ring.
Okay. And I actually have a picture from that back in 1973 or 74, and there were still some livestock in that, industrial building. Because I know in that in the wooden building, and the one in the middle, now, I know up in that corner that looks like an office, and there's also a kind of an awning that comes up. So was that the office during the fair?
That was the original one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the office, and right across the hall was where you got something to eat.
Right.
That's where I got started then in working for Elmer Crone, flipping hamburgers.
Okay.
And then Elmer was also in charge of the ice cream stand.
Okay.
So after a couple of years in that, in helping him, he put me in charge of the ice cream stand.
Okay.
So I just took over the ice cream stand. That's when it was in a tent in front of the activities building.
Oh, really?
Under
Okay.
a tent.
Okay.
And well, then later they built this little shed where we put our freezers in,
Right.
closed everything up at night
Right.
when it wasn't in use.
Yeah.
And I run that for about 15 years.
Oh,
I
is that
think.
right? Okay.
And then I started working at the gate, I guess. And they wanted me to be in charge of the gate, but I didn't want to. But I worked there then until in I figured I worked out there 50 years.
Is that right? But now, on those days, was it pretty much an all-day affair then, or?
Yeah, it was. If you had the animals exhibited down there,
Right.
you know, and you had your animals at home to take care of. And
Right.
that pretty well consumed your time. And
Yeah.
then we would have, there'd be a program each night, you know.
Okay.
And, for instance, instead of having, I know on Friday, I think it was mostly on Friday night, you know, we didn't have a concert back in those days, but we
Right.
had the Campbell's Accordion Band pretty well every year.
Okay. Okay.
And of course, our county agent then was A.M. Bishop, Mr. Bishop.
Right. Right.
And he was always the MC, and seemingly we'd always have a dog act,
Yeah.
you know, that would come, and then a magician, and then some other, you know, some other entertainment.
Right. Right.